Hi everyone, this is my project food. It's about a food wasting project. I will begin to introduce myself a little bit. I'm graduate from UCSD Math and Statistics major, and um, from that major, I all see the numbers and I get tired of it. So I just want to get something moving and something visually. So I pick web design and new media for my master's. I really like the changes I make. Now let me get into my project. My main problem is Mike. He wants to know why wasting food is important. And that leads to my How My Way. How My Way educate teenagers and young adults don't waste food in daily life. My solution will be a touch screen website located in public area that when people is waiting and boring, they can play with it a little bit. So play and learning in the same time. I would like to introduce some facts before I start to my project. It's like 1.3 billion tons of food are wasted today. It's equivalent to $1 trillion US dollars and 795 million unnutrited people. They can feed it for 1 year, and this amount of food will be the third largest product country. The very shocking fact is food waste in rich countries is 222 million tons, and all the food produced in Sub Africa is 230 million tons. They are almost equal. So when the rich country can save this food, maybe can give it to some poor countries. And that's some more fact is 1 in 9 people in the world are hungry, and the most hungry area is Asia, Sub-African, and Latin America. Uh, 10 people are hungry. 60% of people are women. Every 10 seconds, children is died for hunger. My overview for my project. My project main idea is type in the present food that you are wasted and compare with two countries like US and Brazil. Look at the data and see how many people want the food in Brazil. In that way, people can visualize understanding how bad wasting food is. My purpose is creating an experience for people to realize that wasting food is bad and to know that there are still a lot of country people are still in hunger. Or why my project is different? I think this is not a traditional education app. It's a experience design. I want my user to participation on it based on their own put, and in that way people will feel connected. This is my text flow. The first audience is Dev. He is a college student, and he don't understand how bad wasting food is because he don't really care about it, and everybody waste food a little bit in general. And I did him a text flow. Now this is the home page, and he will click on the personal input, and they have a question. Ask him, have him recently have uneaten food? The answer will be yes, and they will lead to what was it, and they have two choices. One is for looking at the category in the screen, and you can pick whatever there you see it, or if you don't pick, you can just go to the type, and in the tab you can type in the food you are wasting waste recently, and you click confirm, and they will ask you the third question: what did you do with it? Apple. They have two answers. One is save it, another is throw away, and he is throw away. Now the project will tell you, let me think about it. It means it's not really that good, but let's see some data. And he picked up Brazil, and they gave some information about Brazil, like if I wasted an apple, it's $1 and 3.15 Brazil money. This kind of money can buy 3 apple in there. Maybe this is not a big data, but when I throw 10 apple, it's $10 here. Maybe you can just buy a meal in the US, but this $10 is one person's personal income in Brazil. This income will go to his family for food, for school, for housing, for everything. Let me go to the second test flow. She is Karen. She is a stay-home wife. She wants to know incomes to save food, stop wasting it. And she go to her test flow. Also, we click in the button personal input, and the have you recently have uneaten food is no, and they will give you some encourage word like good, and give you the location you are in Valley Fair. And now these are the restaurants. We have the wasting data here. She picks the Panda Express. The Panda Express, they will come. The first page is for 1 day how much food and the food details for Panda wasted today. And in the right side, they have a timeline bar. You can see different days in wasted in different days. And the second is the 1 year's different months average wasting rate. Like maybe in the May we're wasting a little bit low, and in the August we'll be wasting high, but the average wasting is 6%. And the year wasting. Panda Express years wasting is 27.9 million food. Let me visualize how many food it is. It can fill 91% of Empire State Building in New York. And when she clicks the compare countries, it will come to the place, so she can pick different country to compare with. Now she pick with Brazil, and the first one the data will tell you that in 1 day, Panda Express wasting 27 pounds of food, and it's $616. One people can work 3 months for that kind of money, and this money can go to housing, insurance, saving, education, food, and so on. And we can go to the big data now. If the Panda Express wasting on 1 month is become to $810, will cost more than $18,000. For one people, maybe it need to work 7.5 years, and it's like maybe he's 20 now, and he worked 7.5 years, and now he have a kid or have a family benefit. It's a really long time. The other thing is this kind of money will supply 90%. 90 people working a month, and these 90 people will support supply for their families, school or education or food. The third one is Juno. She is a Sunday school teacher. She wants a more simple visualized way to show her students that wasting food is bad. So her text flow is here. She is looking around the map, and now she clicks on the part of a map. There are countries on the pull list. Country will show on the map. When she clicks on one country, the country will show you that, like Central Africa Republic, the GDP is, and how many population, and 2.5 million people are food insecure, like half of them are hungry. And if I want to click know more information, I will click on personal input, so she can type in, or her student can type in and to play it more. And this is my full text user flow that is can easily understand my website scratcher. This is some of my idea scratches. I want to do my food wasting project, but I don't know which kind of functions I want to have. First one, I'm thinking about a smart fridge and maybe some food planting app or some games, VR games or survival games, and so on. But in the end, I choose experience design and data visualization for this project. This is my really early prototype. This is the second one, I think, and I did a user testing Jenny map for my second prototype, and I get some suggestions. First, I shouldn't use star in the front page. Maybe people will be play with my homepage a little bit, like click here, click there. If I cannot click start to begin my games, some people will just give up first. And secondly, my map, the first map maybe is colored, but it's so plain. It's no feeling about data visualization. So I changed to dots and lines line together, so people will feel connected with data. And I also did some user testing. I find out for my input, before I have three ways to input. One is category, I can click on it. Another one is join, and third one is type. My friend tried it and say join is really confusing and hard to do. And in the end, combine three become two. First one, the category one is a main one. If I cannot find anything in my category, I will just choose type. And the third one is for how should I show my data. The first is data is all over the place, so it can be confusing, and she suggests me to put it in a simple way and understand way. So in the right side, I will list for years, days, months, years, and to make it more easy to understand. My storyboard about when and where my user will use my product, and what my product will affect them. My branding and my logo here, and my some main colors. This is my mood board. And I did some interviews like, does people know wasting food is bad? Mostly people know wasting food is bad, but they only don't care. They have like mainly 4 ways to wasting food, like they don't know how to cook it, the food, or just forget them in the refrigerator, or buy too many in the first time, and unplanned eating outside. Most of them have leftovers, they will just throw it away because they think it's unfresh anymore. And for the educational about the wasting food, mostly the school do it and the home do it. But like after elementary school, no one talk about it anymore. And I did some research on my touchscreen. In the market, there are 5 main competitors, and they have different advantage and disadvantages. But I haven't decided which one I will use. For the software, I'm thinking about website, responsive website, because I know HTML, CSS, JavaScript well, so I can do my project. I can finish my project easily. And if I have questions, the school will give the full support. So thank you so much. This is my presentation.